Too funny.
What up?
Yeah,
PizzaFellas podcast right here, the hottest in the world.
It's a PizzaFellas
Yeah, right there,
podcast. Turn your speakers up, we better have
Now
a
it's good.
blast. Grab a drink,
What's the score?
fill a glass, light a cigar, come on, let's make it last.
What's this sweet?
Pizza talk with Salad
you
Joe,
wanted Dallas.
Oliver,
I still remember you said
Antonio.
that.
Pizza stories, they gon' tell us. Let's have some fun with the PizzaFellas.
PizzaFellas podcast right here, the hottest in the world. It's fire.
Hey, what's up, guys? PizzaFellas Podcast, episode 43. PizzaFellas Podcast. We're here. We're back again. We got a special episode tonight, something we haven't done in all 42 episodes up till now. A different industry, different environment. We'll get towards that. Let's roll right into it. Before we do that, this episode 43, guys, is sponsored by Miller High Life. And if you saw our last episode that was out, Joe Marino did a great job singing that jingle. Cheers to Miller High Life.
Hey, they got us. They got us, baby. Got your back.
The
Here
Miller
we go.
Buddy. The Miller Buddy.
Whatever you want,
What
they
was it?
got.
The Miller Buddy song?
Step up to the plate, baby. Let's go. Return on investment. Here we fucking go. Here we fucking go. Pull your pockets out, motherfucker. Let's go.
All right.
All right.
There we go.
Good thing you and I spoke last week.
Hey, that's it. I'm telling you the way the fuck it is. Let's go.
All right.
$10,000 in fireworks. Hey, we need 7. Let's fucking go.
Okay. All right. Let's get to our sponsorships here.
Here we go.
Jeff
Here
Adams.
we go.
Jeff Adams, Remax Realty. Want to buy a house? Want to sell a house? Get with Jeff. 610-972-5323. Jeff Adams there at Remax. Enter.net. Website design, social media. Our good man Juice over here, right here in the Lehigh Valley and nationwide and worldwide. He'll make you a website. Franco's Pizza, Rose and Filippo Belia in Wilkes-Barre. Go see them. Steve Seiler, he's sitting here. Insurance, 570-446-8023. Lehigh Valley Pizza Shops to my left. Oliver Nasri. And what are you up to now, 11 or 12,000? 11. You were at 11 in January.
It slowed down a little on there, huh?
Yeah.
Not a lot of people
What's
are
going
eating
on?
pizza.
You better get AI on that site.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Put some money out, Oliver. Let's go. Come on. Get some fucking artificial intelligence.
You got a
doing
guy
this
that
shit.
does it right here. Why don't you ask him?
Yeah, chit-chat with him.
Yeah, chit-chat with him.
You're chit-chatting all the time. Fucking chit-chat with him. Get his fucking followers up. Let's fucking go.
Master Supply, Kevin and Barb Master, and Dave Sweeney should probably be on his way. Thank you for the sponsorship. TNY Construction, Tony Nasser. No job too big and no job too small. With Mr. Tony Nasser, all that construction stuff, especially now, get it done. Tony's available. Banco Beverage, Jim Glassick, Tony Nasser, Tony Gallo, and Joe Marino. Guys, Pabst Beer, still with us. Miller, Champagne of Beers right here. For the summer, Joe's Teas, Calypso, and Zoas, we're still there. Get them in your shop.
And don't forget, the last part of it, put your money where your mouth is.
That is correct.
There you fucking go.
The restaurant store, our good friend Nick from the restaurant store. So if you need any equipment and all that good stuff, go see Nick. Also, don't forget, well, I'll say that at the end of the podcast. But without any further ado, we have Don Deck here from Infusion Cafe and Lounge.
What's up?
3 East 3rd Street, correct?
That's correct.
He also owns Canacom, which is 2 doors down from the Infusion Cafe. And we just saw he brought his menu over. It's fucking awesome.
Great fucking menu.
So get in
Great
there.
menu.
He'll get you good food and get you high as well. 484-896-9776. So we want to know all about Mr. Don here and in the Infusion Cafe and how that all came about and all this cannabis stuff that we want to know about. We were talking a little bit before the podcast aired, and he was blowing my mind. And I mean, he was just saying shit. I'm like,
Great conversation.
I didn't even know that. So, without any further ado, Mr. Don Deck, let us know how Infusion came out. Well, tell us where you're from.
Yeah,
originally.
tell us where you're from. Tell us some history about you, where you grew up, your family, et cetera, et cetera. Start us from there and bring it forward fast.
Awesome. Well, grew up in Levittown, Pennsylvania, right outside Philadelphia. Got married, had a child at 24. 13 years later, ended up going through pretty bad divorce, and met back up with my wife now. We actually dated when I was 18. She was, we'll say, a little bit younger than me. We split up, and we went our separate ways. I ended up getting married to somebody else, had a kid, and oh my God, 20 years later, like, we met back up, and it was like we never skipped a beat. And
So you graduated from high school?
yeah,
Any college?
yes.
Where'd you go to college at?
University of Phoenix was the first college. that
Online?
I went to. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So you got a degree from there?
Yep, degree in criminal justice.
We talked about that.
Yeah.
All right, so you got the degree in criminal justice, and when you first got married, what were you doing?
I was doing armed security when I first got, not my first marriage, but marriage I'm in now. I was doing armed security.
What in your first marriage?
That was I was doing construction.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
So construction that whole 13-year period of time?
yeah, yeah. I ended up within 3 years. I went from pushing a broom as a laborer to running a 32 home job site. That there was not one home that was under $1 million. It was all custom.
Down in Levittown.
Yeah.
Wow. Brothers, sisters?
I got 3 brothers, half brothers.
3 half brothers?
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, we got a lot of Italians here, you know, and different nationalities. What nationality?
A lot of American Indian, Irish, German.
Good mix.
Yeah.
Real good mix.
My mom always said I had Heinz 57.
Now, did you smoke weed at all throughout your life?
Yeah, I started when
Weed
I was
smoker?
like 13.
Just off the streets, getting
Yeah.
this, that,
Going to the little Jamaica spot around the corner.
grabbing a dime bag,
Yep,
whatever.
yep.
Start with that.
Yeah, when it was all, sticks and steeds. And
Yeah.
I mean, I say all the time when I was in college, you had $20 for a night out. You had $10 would get you 18 case of Busch Light bottle.
Yep.
$5 would get you a dime or a bag. We'd split it, so you get a joint out of a blunt,
Yep.
2 couple joints, and then you have $5 to get food somewhere. And
Yeah,
back then you could
most of the time it was
most of the
pizza.
time, yeah, whatever. you pitch $5, you get to, but at the end of the day, you made $20 work for fucking a whole night of partying.
Oh, hell yeah.
And you had a fucking good
You had
time.
to stretch it.
You had
That
to
was for
stretch
sure.
it, and the $10 Busch Light for 18 is a pretty fucking good deal.
Oh, hell yeah.
But yeah, I mean, listen, there's been throughout, weed has developed like crazy.
Oh, exponentially.
It's fucking insane right now. Where it's at, what's going on, how there's so much supply and there's no demand for it. I mean, when I say that, the demand is not as high as the supply. You know what I mean?
It depends where you're at.
Well, look at Colorado, for
Oh,
instance.
really?
Yeah.
They have too much weed. They can't get rid of it. That's
that
why
right?
it's so fucking cheap.
California's the same way.
California's the same way.
Yeah.
You could go buy an ounce for fucking nothing.
Yeah,
So
like
let me
90
ask you that,
bucks.
though.
90 bucks.
What's the reason for that? So if they have demand, is it because then, oh, there goes the light on top of juice, cigar down, juice down.
Well, you can have demand.
Light down.
The difference is this. When you have that demand, you can't smoke that much.
It's.
That's how I look at it.
I mean,
What's the reasonings behind that?
Okay,
Does the
so-
government limit things that they can use the weed for? Is they just can't, they're making so much?
There's a lot of different, I guess, roadblocks and stuff that people run into.
Okay.
California, Colorado, they all have limitations and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's.
So when you say limitations, do they advertise something and do another? I mean,
All right, let me put.
can
it
I
this
ask
way.
that, or is that
California? California was one of the first states that was recreational legal. Anybody could walk into a shop as long as they were 21, purchase a bag of weed, walk out.
one of
and
the first
smoke it.
rainbow states too, huh?
Apparently, So, in California, when they first implemented it, okay, they had an unlimited area, we'll say, of who can grow marijuana.
Okay,
So everybody was popping up shops.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted to grow.
we're gonna make money.
Everybody thought they were gonna.
We're gonna make money.
We're gonna make millions overnight. Whatever. The problem that California has, it stems back.
It's happening in PA right now.
There's way too much
It's happening,
marijuana that
yeah.
that is being.
There's way
processed.
too many more. There's more growers that the the distributors, such as the shops, can produce out.
Yep.
They
Correct.
can't produce. So imagine all these foods.
So
You have,
do they have the ability to?
what are they doing with them?
To
Just
sell
hold
it?
on.
Oh no, they
outside the
burn
state?
weed.
most,
they really?
Most of them
Yeah.
don't. No.
Some
No.
places
Yeah.
burn some.
Then
weed.
it turns illegal.
Yeah. Correct.
Oh, wow.
'Cause once
Once it crossed
basically-
federal lines.
Correct. Once you cross state border,
Yeah, it's
then
federal.
It's a
So now you
federal
have an
offense.
issue.
Yeah.
Now, if you're going, I've flown with it. I flew from Vegas to
Everybody
fucking here
does.
with
Everybody
almost half
flies,
an
yeah.
ounce.
Yeah.
No one. They told me, TSA told me in the airport when I did that,
Yeah, they
because
don't
I
give a
asked
shit.
them. They said as long as it's under an ounce, they're really not going to look at it.
Yeah, they don't give a shit.
They don't give a shit. They said if it gets to like 2 ounces, they might. You know,
It's-
hey, what are you doing?
Yeah,
But if you
exactly.
have a license, you're going to have
Because
to
if
deal with
you're
some
carrying
shit.
that, you know,
yeah.
in most states they have basically it's a 1 ounce limit per day that
Yes.
you can purchase.
Exactly.
So they figure if you're getting on a plane and you have more than 1 ounce, what are you doing at the end of the day?
Exactly. So if
Yeah.
you have you have a medical card back in PA, it's legal here. They don't care about
Yeah, they
that
don't.
shit.
It was just recently.
Curiosity, though, when you say you have a 1 ounce per day, and listen, if we can't answer the question, that's fine by me. But in my mind comes up, so if you go to this dispensary, you get 1 ounce in PA. And now I leave there and I go here to this dispensary and I get 1 ounce. Does this dispensary talk to this one? And now I
No.
leave here and go here and get an ounce.
No,
Do
not,
they-
not in Pennsylvania.
We'll just say not that I'm aware of.
Not that you're aware.
The cops don't even
Shit.
know. The cops don't even know you have a medical marijuana license.
No, they
The
used
cops
to.
don't.
Oh, they don't?
No, my cousin Kevin tells me all the time, if he pulls someone over, he has no idea I have a medical card at all. It doesn't come up. They don't talk
Nothing
to each
talks
other.
to nothing.
Not anymore.
No
it
kidding.
used to.
No.
It used to be where they could.
Yeah, then
as soon as they
something
ran
came
your
in.
license,
Yeah.
it would pop up that you're a medical marijuana patient. But they removed that from the.
Yeah.
You know.
For
But if
some
you got
reason.
a DUI, they'd know that.
Well, I
kidding.
mean,
Yeah, but that's
the whole
different.
DUI bullshit.
It's
No, I
it's
understand
just
it, but think about the
fucking
comparison.
retarded.
Well,
Well, they're not. It's not a comparison
Your
because
waiters-
now marijuana is medical,
Yeah.
so now it's treated different. That's why it got passed that way. It's basically you're looking into someone's medical records, basically.
Yeah.
So
You
why is
can't
that?
look into their medical.
So why is your
Oh, it's
waiter getting a
HIPAA.
DUI?
What?
The waiter
That's
that
such a
that-
strong
Yeah.
thing.
with you?
That's what it falls
He got
under.
a DUI.
it
That's
works.
You got the shot?
He got a DWI, so he was driving. What they suspected he was stoned, so they check your blood. But that can be fault. Like I say all the time, and I tell my okay, I have a medical card.
Right.
If I smoked last night,
Right.
and then I get pulled over, and
Right.
they say I'm not, but well, there's THC in your system. Yeah, because I smoked 12 hours ago. That's my. There's always THC in my fucking system.
That's the
Could you
bullshit.
fight that?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you
100%.
can,
I know
100%.
personally. I know like 2 or 3 people that have gotten off of those charges because they do not. There's no state that has any way to determine kind of like alcohol with a breathalyzer. There's no way to determine when the last time that guy in the car smoked.
Yep, it's impossible.
Impossible. So all you know is
Shit.
It's
It's
their
in your blood.
It's in your blood. so
Holy
you don't know when.
shit.
You could have smoked 20 days ago,
Yeah.
right?
No, that's 100% right. You have no idea when you do it. So when you say, I mean, listen, there's difference. If you pull someone over and his fucking eyes are bloodshot red and the car is filled with weed, that's
Yeah,
probably
that's a whole different story.
If you can smell it, and you can't see their eyeballs. Most likely
you're
just
done.
had-
Yeah. But if you're just smoking a fucking pen and they have no idea.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
They have no clue.
What about, can you carry a weapon and have a card at the same time?
Absolutely not. Because your concealed carry permit is a federal right, and it's governed by the federal government. So because of that, because marijuana is still a Schedule 1 on the federal level, so they consider, if you have
But there
a
is
medical
ways
card,
around it. I know
Possibly,
I know
maybe,
personally.
or-
there's
In the
ways
state
around
of
it.
Pennsylvania, yeah,
Yes.
there's
There's
another
ways
way
around
that
it.
you can carry a weapon.
It's 100%,
And they can't do
because
jack
at the end of the day,
shit, you know?
they have no idea you have that. It's just you got a security blanket over that. But to go back, so when you start this, now you got your whole life. You're with your wife that you were with before your girlfriend. What year are we at now?
Oh shit! It was. God damn! Now you're gonna make me think.
I know it's hard when you start smoking.
Yeah, it is.
it is. It gets hard. You might be
start
zoned
forgetting
in, but
shit.
you forget shit.
Yeah, especially that time.
Yeah.
Like, when
So, but I'm saying, like, okay, not you don't need a year, but when we get into that point, what leads us up to the restaurant? What leads you up to the weed?
What opened first?
How
What
the hell
opened
did you
first?
get into
Well,
that?
Canacom was the first, cannabis-driven business that I opened. That's,
And when was that?
And if
That's my baby.
you have a degree in cannabis.
Yeah.
Oh, you went to the school?
Yeah.
Did you? My buddy did.
Yeah, I took
For-
that,
just
and
for fun.
I took a course with a friend of mine's company that they basically go to state dispensaries, medical dispensaries, and they train the staff as dispensary workers. Dispensary workers get it's a joke. It's literally a 3-day course. So I'm going to teach you everything about cannabis in 3 days. I call 100% bullshit on it. The course that I took from the same guy that does the courses for these people took 3 months. It's like a college course. Take it online.
Right.
You go through the whole spiel.
Right.
So myself and 2 of my workers at my store, all of us are trained higher than a dispensary worker. Meaning I can walk into a dispensary tomorrow and I can get a job as a manager in a dispensary because
Due to your
my background. Yeah.
To do your degree.
Yep.
Did you bring any weed from Kent?
No, I brought some from the dispensary though.
That's what I mean, from the dispensary?
Yeah.
Nice. What dispensary do you go to?
There's Beyond Hello.
Okay.
That's my go-to right now.
That's your go-to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to one up on, it was like right near Cedar Crest, Columbia Care.
I go to Columbia Care because it's right by the restaurant.
Yeah, I used to go there all the time, and then I just got tired of driving so damn far. And
You know
plus-
what's fucking crazy about that, too? Is you get points now.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
A lot of them do it.
So I went in Monday, and I got 2 pens. I got 2 pens. I had like $60 on me. It was $30 each.
Yep.
Got the 2 disposable pens. The one's right here.
Cash only. Let's not
No,
forget.
no. Now debit card.
Yeah,
but
now
they
you
charge
can do debit,
So I got
not
this.
credit.
Debit, not credit. You charge They charge you 3% or something
On
the
a debit card?
Yeah.
But they give you it back in cash.
Oh, okay.
So whatever the percentage, they give it back to you in cash. So if your total's $135, they charge you $140.
Right.
The $5
The
fee,
$5 come
and they
back
give
to
you
you.
$5 in cash.
Okay.
But now you spend $130, whatever it is, you get 130 fucking points.
Yeah. And points where you could use for like discounts.
And then you get discounts, and then you
Freebies.
get this, freebies. And plus they give me 15% off family discount because they know I'm Biagio's, so they call me family. I'm like, all right, thanks. Give me my 50. So I'm fucking walking out of there. I go from a $70 bill to fucking like 48.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I just got $12 off.
It's crazy. It's
What about the
unbelievable.
caregiver's license? Did you buy more?
No, it's so a caregiver is basically just like a patient. It's the same.
All caregivers do is they just go pick up the weed for the patient.
Correct.
Now, some caregivers keep it for themselves, 100%.
Yeah,
But
I mean, there's always somebody.
can't
going in.
regulate that.
I don't care.
Yeah.
There's always
a
asshole.
loophole.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. It's like back in the day, where when I was a kid, your buddy asked, "Hey, can you go get me something?" You took a little bit out for yourself.
Everybody
That's
did.
my trouble. Go get it for you. So fuck, you're paying.
Yeah.
Who's your fee?
This
Cash
is
or
mine.
grass,
That's
one of
your
the
thing.
two.
Cash or grass. I love it.
That's it. So
So go back to it's called
Canacom.
Canacom.
Yep.
Where'd that name come from?
Let's just say I was sitting in my garage one night, me and a bunch of my buddies, my wife, and we were just getting really fucking high. And I looked at my wife and I was like, we got to come up with a name for this business. And she's like, I don't know. I don't know where to go with it. And I'm like, well, if you take cannabis, I was like, what the fuck does cannabis do? Calms your ass the fuck down. Canacom. And when I threw it together, I have a friend that lives out in California, and he owns farms and dispensaries and all that. And I called him up, and I was like, hey, I want to run something by you. He's like, shoot. I said, opening up a smoke shop, cannabis-based. What do you think of the name Canacom? First sentence out of his mouth was, you fucking dickhead. I paused for a minute. I'm like, hey, what do you mean? He goes, dude, that's genius. He's like, you hit it on the nail. He was like, canna and then com.
Oh, he knew right away.
Oh, 100%. The guy's been in the industry since I was like fucking, almost in diapers still.
Really? That long?
This guy, he
He's like a Cheech and Chong guy.
Basically,
Yeah.
like my man knows so much about the plant. And,
It's
and
not. That's. I was just gonna say that. It's doesn't. They don't say it's like weed. They don't say that when they're that age, or like they've been in that business. It's a plant. It's
plant.
science. It's agriculture.
You know,
It's
you wanna look
great.
at-
Well, we
you
said
know-
that earlier when we were talking. It's science.
Yeah, to me, the plant is like a tomato plant. You use tomatoes on your pizzas and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what
Right.
I mean? It grows.
Right.
Yeah, but you gotta know how to pick it. You know how to take the buds. You gotta
If you know how to
You gotta
take
grow
care
it.
of
Take
it.
care of it.
You could, get something.
Produce something really good.
Yeah, and it's insane, just the science that we've learned in such a short amount of time about cannabis. And like I said, back in the day when I was younger, we used to get shit that just looked like we called it ragweed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It had sticks and stuff.
Oh, the seeds.
All kinds of seeds.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, half of your bag was seeds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
And you're paying for that.
Nowadays-
You're paying for the weight of seeds.
Yeah, 100%.
And you're like pissed off.
yeah, I mean, you pay for 3.5 grams, and 1.5 grams of that shit is seeds.
Seeds.
You ain't
Sticks.
getting really 3.5 grams. Like, I don't know who you kidding. Yeah, you could save them up and maybe throw them in the earth and see what happens. But
Who was doing that?
well,
Nobody.
well, almost everybody if you really knew.
When you open up Canacom, what's your license?
It's basically just a sales license, tobacco license. They're the only two that we have for the shop.
That's it.
That's it.
Shit.
There's technically no license with CBD. Like
Use special license.
CBD shops, smoke shops, they don't.
In
need-
opening
know.
up that kind of shop, I mean, so are you paying the state any kind of like major money, like the
Six
those shops?
6% sales tax. That's it.
That's it. So you're getting your
Yeah.
license because
And
when you
then-
said the place you go to on Cedar Crest, what's the name of it again?
Columbia Care.
So Columbia Care, are they under a different style license?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, 100%.
100%.
Yeah, they're
Oh, they
they're
are?
they're a medical licensed dispensary.
So that's where the heavy money gets in.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, they security
the
guard
mom
outside.
and pop smoke shops. I mean,
What's the
Should-
what's the key difference, if I could ask
Medical.
a question like
medical. So
Medical.
they can have high concentrates of THC.
Like up to 95%. I've
Correct.
seen 98% at some crazy
Yeah.
shit I've seen.
Well,
In
they-
Arizona, I get.
Really?
Oh, Arizona, I
Yeah.
got something one time. Bro, it was one of these joints he's got over here, right? We're sitting by the pool. I wake up fucking hungover as fuck. We're we're in the mansion in Scottsdale. There's fucking 20 people. There's guys fucking half naked on the pool sleeping. It's like 5 a.m. I'm like, I gotta smoke something. Like, so I go just pick it. You go on the table in the kitchen and it's filled with fucking drugs. So I'm like, all right, where's the joint? I go through this. Okay, here's the joint. Get the joint, smoke. Halfway through, I could go through a whole joint myself. Halfway through, I was sitting there just like this, looking at by myself, and no one's. I'm in this mansion by the pool, and I can't fucking see straight. And I'm looking at the moon in Arizona like this. And my buddy wakes up. He's like, "You all right?" I was like, "I don't know, bro. This shit is crazy." I looked.
No, you got
the
couch
thing was
lock.
like 95% fucking THC. I said,
Holy shit.
No wonder I'm fucking just dead right now.
Yeah.
It was crazy, but there's some crazy shit out there.
Yeah, there is. When I first got my medical card, right after that, about a year later, they introduced that one of your qualifying conditions to get a medical card was anxiety. You name one person in this fucking world that does not
have
have
anxiety.
anxiety,
one person in this room.
right?
Oh, mine was so easy.
So the dispensary started getting flooded with people.
yeah, anxious.
And at one point, they were running out of flour. So where everybody jumped from flour and they said, oh, let's try concentrates.
Well, remember too at the time. This was right before COVID, and then
Yeah.
COVID was starting. There was no more going into the doctors to get your medical license and doing your thing. It was
Do it online.
All over the phone.
You call over 15-minute.
Yeah.
Hey, what's wrong? I'm anxious all the time. I have severe anxiety. Oh, you do? How do you? What's your lifestyle? Okay, you're cleared. Pay me my $200, my $150. I'll give you a license. And they still do. Every year you have to do
I
that
have
in
it.
PA. Yeah, I'm saying, but every year.
I did it I did it online, not even virtually, just on the phone. It was like a 10-minute one. Boom.
Well, wait,
Guy, some doctor in fucking Colorado.
We
Yeah.
mentioned one thing though. Were you open during COVID?
Yes.
How was that?
Crazy.
It's a crazy time because you're smoking. How are you masking up?
Yeah.
What was that like?
Let me just say this. I had a guy that had a mask on.
Bethlehem
right?
was pretty crazy with a lot of the things going on there.
So a guy walks in, he has a mask on, and there's a small hole in the mask.
Stop.
And I shit you not, dude walks in, grabs a joint, puts it right through the hole, and lights it and starts smoking it.
Come on.
I swear.
And breathing out through the mask. What a fucking moron.
He's hotboxing himself.
Yeah, basically.
He made a sauna for himself.
Yeah,
Fucking
basically.
guy.
But yeah, it's insane. Like during COVID, they said that dispensaries were necessary. They were, it was.
It is. It's
think
medical.
Yeah.
So,
As
did
soon as
you
they-
have
you
did you
tag
have any
medical
like
on anything that
pushback, any problems during it, or was it just smooth sailing and great sales?
It was pretty much smooth sailing. There wasn't really much issue with it. The only issue was getting people through the door. Because everybody was scared to leave their house and all that shit. But,
Did you ever, incorporate delivery?
We've talked about it.
Thought about it, right? Because I know
yeah.
some places do that.
Yeah, I
Jersey,
mean,
there's a place.
There's
you
a
can,
couple
you can
places.
you could do it on it's
Arizona,
Like Uber.
Arizona
It's like
and Jersey.
DoorDash.
Well,
Yeah.
we did it at the cigar shop, Uber and liquor.
yeah.
I mean, they have a way that somebody's saying they're 21.
Uber smoke.
Hey, Dr. John, what's
go.
up? How are you?
If you need a dentist, there's your guy.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Yeah. So, I mean, when you get into that, how many years has Canacom been up?
Now, a little over 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah, that we've been running.
So you were in the middle, and then now you're back.
Well, I
back-
technically opened the doors right after COVID. Yeah. So,
right after COVID.
Yeah. Once they told everybody, hey,
I got you. Then
go
you go
back
back.
to work, and all that shit. We opened.
no.
We opened Canacom, and it was just me and my wife.
You
That was it. And we
Mine
pulled it
on
off
hold.
when we opened.
Got to heat the whole thing. Get
We
the trays
were
on the side.
completely
Got the cutter there, too.
scared out of our mind. Because
I got you.
We took our whole life savings and dumped it into it, and not knowing what was going to happen.
What was going to happen,
shit.
where you were at.
Yep. And
And where's Canacom's location?
9 East 3rd Street.
Oh, so you're
right next-
you're right
So
next
where
to
you
each other.
where you buy? Where you buy? Like what?
Zest Taylor Family Gas
He's
Station.
right
oh,
there.
you're right there.
You know-
Okay, wow.
Was that not the old hookah lounge?
Yeah,
Yeah.
where Infusions is.
That's
is
the old hookah lounge, correct?
Next is Domino's.
Sultana, it used to be called.
Sultana, yeah.
No, Domino's is
Domino's
Down
is down
further.
further. It's towards McGrady's.
it's
Bruno, I got the
My
peels over
aunt
there.
owns the shop next to the hookah.
I got
bar.
peels
Owns the
underneath.
Store,
All right.
Nix and Nax, and the machine store next to the gyro place. She owns that building.
Next to the gyro place. I'm trying
It's
to think.
farther down. The
Oh,
hookah
okay.
lounge.
No, you're too far away, Oliver. He's more towards the light.
Yeah, he's
Where they got my
he's
gas
right
station.
across
You know
from
what?
Taylor
What is
Farms.
that? Taylor's that?
Yeah,
He's
Taylor.
right there.
Right
He's
by the Chinese place. Right where the edible place.
Now, do you-
Edible
what do you
arrangements.
mean?
At Canacom, do you get a lot of foot traffic?
A lot.
Right down in Bethlehem on that
It's-
3rd Street.
it is
There's a lot
insane.
going on down there right
Like-
now.
Hi, kids.
I mean, the one thing that we got going for us is the location because it's on 3rd. So everybody coming from the casino, driving through that, that strip, which is basically the main heart of Southside Bethlehem. So visibility is endless.
You do Cheesy
Yeah.
Charlie's Pizza? You don't go there?
Nah,
Come on.
Why? But why, though?
I never go out much.
Why?
Yeah.
Well, listen, Don, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to eat some pizza, eat some food, and then we're going to get into infusions, get into this menu. I have a shit ton of questions for you just looking off the menu of how you're doing this and everything else.
Cheers with this.
And let's
Oh, yeah.
do another cheers quick.
Yeah.
Salute.
Salute. Remember, guys, episode 43 is sponsored by Miller High Life, the champagne of beers. Episode 43, all summer long, guys. You're by the pool. Go get a little 16-ounce can that they got there. Right there. We found out they had the mini bottles.
That's right.
That looked like champagne. Miller High Life, the champagne of beers. Drink it all summer long. Episode 43. We'll be back soon. Thanks, guys.
No, I'm actually the reason why me and my wife went was actually do the Lydia.
Headphones. What's up, guys? Take it easy over there. Jesus Christ. Can't hear myself. Fucking A. Christ almighty. Sound like Colby. Well, guys, we're back. Episode 43.
How was the food? Everybody in the room, how was the food Bruno and myself made? How was that food?
Fucking awesome.
How about those clams casino and the freaking rollatini? Oh, my God. My man, I texted him. I was like, Bruno, I need backup.
Well, guys, if you see my face, it's not because of the alcohol or the food. It's I just hit one of these fucking, I don't even know what the fuck to call this thing, but it's not a fucking joint. Oh, my God. What do you call this?
That's a blunt.
I thought so, because I haven't smoked a blunt in years.
Yeah. So it's actually rolled in a hemp wrap.
Oh, shit.
Fucking good.
There's no nicotine in it at all.
It's fucking very nicely rolled.
Well,
and what kind of weed?
It's an indica.
Is it an indica? Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Need that to close the night out. I'll be fucking sleeping 20 minutes in. Nah, I'm joking. Yeah, I'll look like Joe Biden. I'm going to try to sit in my chair.
Juice, how's that pie?
Oh, man. But anyways, guys, episode 43, we're back. Remember, go on social media. Go on Spotify. Go on YouTube. Follow, subscribe. Hit that button. We had a bunch of new reels came out. The one reel, again, with Marvin, hit fucking 2,000 views.
Holy shit!
The one in the freezer was fucking hilarious. People are still fucking texting me about that one. And then we got some new ones with Joe Marino singing the Miller High Life song. Again, our sponsor for episode 43, Champagne and Beers, Miller High Life. Shout out to the rest of our sponsors. We'll get into them later. But again, let's get into it. We have Don here from Canacom and Infusions Cafe and Lounge. Now, Don, my question for you is this. What the hell made you come up with this? How'd you?
That's a great idea.
I mean, you have Canacom. This isn't open yet, correct?
Correct. So when I opened Canacom, it was we'll call it a thought that I wanted to do a smoke shop that you can go in and you can get like cold cut sandwiches, salads, stuff like that to go or either or eat it there, and then have like the dressings and toppings and stuff like that infused with cannabis.
Yeah.
When we found the space that Canacom's in, it was a little bit too small. We couldn't do everything we needed to do in that one space, and to try to fit out an entire kitchen for the Bethlehem Health Department to be like, yeah, you could have food, no problem. It just wasn't there. So the thought was always in my head of I wanted to open something that you could go and get a meal and have it infused with cannabis.
Yeah, I got you.
So it was about 2 years in. Landlord called me up one night and he's like, look, I have a spot, a couple doors down from you that's going to be opening up. Are you interested? And I paused for a second and I said, you could send me that lease tonight and I'll sign it and have it back to you by the end of tonight. And he's like, all right, we'll move forward with this. So we got the location for a restaurant, and I knew I wanted to open a restaurant. Now, let me tell you this: I've never owned a restaurant. I've never worked in a restaurant. I knew nothing about the restaurant industry except for my best friend owns what is now 515 Main. Up
the street there, yeah.
So watching him go through his ordeal,
sure.
he never ran a restaurant and he learned how to, and now he's successful. I was like, screw it, I'm going to do this. So I signed the lease. I got into the location. I started doing remodeling and stuff. My one business partner, Tommy Rodriguez, he actually did almost 98% pretty much of all the remodeling and construction and that we needed to do inside the facility to basically make it our own.
Make it where you're at right now.
Yep. And my other partner, Zach Hutnick, he, was just phenomenal with the kitchen. He helped put the kitchen together, the whole setup, everything, even, the menu, food, recipes, all that. I mean, I had a little bit of input with the some of the food on the menu. Some of the recipes are mine. Most of them are his. But
it's a great menu.
We put the menu together, and it was when I sat down with Zach and I was like, what the hell do we put on this thing like as a menu? He's like, I have some ideas. I said, well, so do I. I'm a stoner. If I could smoke pot,
If you could smoke pot, yeah, you
I
could
would.
definitely pick out food.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like,
And you have a lot of competition in Bethlehem,
correct. And
so it's not an easy go at first.
not at all. I mean,
There's a lot of different spots you can pick.
especially over on the south side. It's flooded with different types of food.
Yeah.
Now, when you come up with this infusion stuff, $4, where are you getting that price from?
That
For
was,
like a CBD, and how much are you getting infused in your, like, say if I tell you I want boys pierogies with my infused with THC for $4, what am I getting out of that?
So basically, you would get your pierogies, and then the milligrams on
GG.
the infusion
Where's the rest of the girls?
is about 10 milligrams. So each infusion you can get.
Oh, 10 milligrams.
Yeah.
That's pretty legit.
Yeah, and it's
Wait, and
it's
how
strong.
is there a limit or no?
Yeah, we do basically a three infusion limit on anything. Drinks.
Oh, I
food.
got you. So you can't get more than 30 milligrams.
Correct. In one specific item. So you could literally get a drink at 30 milligrams. You can get your food at 30 milligrams. And get a dessert at 30 milligrams. And
So you
by
can
the
get a
end of-
cannoli at 30 milligrams. Now, how are you infusing it? You put it in the cream?
Yeah.
You can't tell? So
No, I'll give
I
you-
know, no one else. What's give me something off your menu you could tell me how you do it.
So
Something simple.
basically, we'll say like your burger.
Okay, yeah, perfect.
You
So you got the cheeseburger, you got an infusions burger, you got a veggie burger, you got a double cheese smash, you got grilled cheese and a fried chicken sandwich.
yeah.
So those.
So with those, basically the entire menu. We infuse, each item after it's cooked. So we finish the product, then we infuse it with, CBD or THC. Basically, it's a tincture that we use that is specifically designed for us.
I
So
got you.
Nobody else has this mixture of tincture.
I understand you. So
When you say a tincture, what's a tincture?
Tincture is like a bottle of oil.
Okay.
So it's like kind of like if you go into my smoke shop and you buy a bottle of CBD oil.
And there's a way to distribute that.
Correct.
What, like a dropper?
Yeah, there's a dropper.
Oh, okay.
It has
I get it.
markings
Now
on it. With
I'm trying, as a food guy, I'm trying to put it together.
yeah, it's it starts at like a quarter milliliter, and then a full dropper would be a 1 milliliter dropper. So
I got you.
10,000 in fireworks? Let's blow your ass up first. I'll give you 10,000 in fireworks. Put your money where your mouth is,
All right.
motherfucker.
When we ready? We're on? Okay, here we go. We're
Dealing
back.
with the wrong
Sorry.
fucking guy.
Episode 43 here. PizzaFellas podcast had some technical issues here with our camera. But
Somebody
we're back
put
on.
fireworks up their ass and blew $10,000 out their ass.
So let's get back into it.
He's
We got
good.
Don.
He's over there in the corner.
Infusions Cafe and Lounge. That's what we're talking about. And we were talking about tinctures in the burgers. So they have a special blend of tinctures that you produce.
yes,
Now, how's business? How's it going?
it's pretty good. It's I didn't realize until probably about a week ago. I looked at our Facebook page for the Infusions Lounge, and we hit 5,000 followers in 3 months. Good. And when I called my friend, one of my best friend, and I was telling him about it, he's like, "Brian, I've been in business for over 5 years." He's like, "I'm not even close to that." He's like, "How? How did you do it?" I'm like, "It's cannabis, bro." Like
I got you.
70% of the state of Pennsylvania consumes cannabis.
Yeah.
Or at least wants it, to be legal. But
So no liquor.
no
at all.
alcohol at all.
And it can't be combined, correct?
No.
So that's why.
Yeah.
Now, can you infuse these mocktails?
Everything on that menu can be infused. All your
Really?
food, meaning starters, main courses, handhelds. All
So you could get a Bong
sandwiches.
Island iced tea,
Yep.
triple infused,
Correct.
and I'm just having a fucking great day.
You're having a blast.
Oh, it's pretty. It's actually.
And it's funny.
You know what's amazing about that is though, like, say you get single infused, and you're just like a regular person coming in.
Yeah, you're just chill.
You're just chilling, and it's like probably better than having a cocktail.
100%.
100%.
100%. I've been
100%.
open.
You know what I mean?
I've been open 3 months. We have, we hire armed security for our door, and Most of the time, security is just sitting there on the chair, just checking IDs, and that's about it.
So when you say you hire armed security, is it required when you're dealing with this?
No.
Why do you do that?
We did it just, for especially because of nightlife, safety of our guests and safety of the business, is we don't want somebody coming in that is intoxicated on alcohol.
I got you.
We don't want a scene being caused.
So,
Well, and you're open at 4.
How about hours of operation for both businesses?
It's right here.
So Canacom,
I didn't look at it.
Canacom is open 10 to 10 every day.
Okay, 7 days a week.
Yep, 7 days a week. There's not one day that we're closed.
Christmas, you open?
No, Christmas and Thanksgiving are the only 2 days that we close.
Wow. Easter, you're open?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. All of it. I don't close it because it's one of those things. Growing up, I used to get pissed if I dropped my bowl and broke it, and I had to go get a new one. And here the shop's fucking closed that day. Now I'm screwed. Now I got to go find a can or
So we're gonna give you 2 days. You better not drop your bowl.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then what about the restaurant?
So the restaurant we have open Wednesday, Thursday, 4 to 11. Friday and Saturday, it's 4 p.m. to 4 a.m. So we're open for after hours, nightlife. And then Sunday is 4 to 11 as well.
So you close Monday, Tuesday?
Yeah. Yeah, Monday,
keep it
Tuesday,
simple.
we're closed. It's, what I've come to realize, and, restaurants, they're usually
okay to-
slow on Monday,
Yeah.
at least Monday and Tuesday. So it was like, an easy,
Create the
kinda-
business model from the beginning.
yeah, we wanted to make sure that, we had, days that we were going to get people through the door. And it amazes me that, how many people will, try to come into our establishment even at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm like, wow, there's a lot of people that just want to get high.
Yeah,
And,
constantly.
all the time. Like, it never ends.
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
So tell us that story with your edible, the cookie.
So there was a gentleman that came through our doors at Canacom, and he says, I eat edibles every day. And I said, okay, so how can I help you? He's like, I need a good edible. I said, okay. And he was from a state that's recreational, Colorado. And it's like, all right. I was like, well, what kind of edible do you want? He's like, I want a cookie. I said, all right, I could do that. And he looked at me and he says, well, what makes your edible different from Colorado? I looked at him and I said, I can't explain because I've never had an edible from Colorado, but here, I'm going to give you this one on the house. He said, and you come back tomorrow and you let me know what you thought of it. He says, all right, no problem. So he's at the hotel right down the street from us. He goes back to his room. He, eats the whole entire cookie. Now, I told him before he left the store, don't eat the whole cookie. You don't need to.
Yeah, you don't fucking need to.
Don't need to. Now, it's, a 500 milligram cookie. We'll just put it out there.
Fucking 5. Do you
500
understand
milligrams.
what that is?
You're pretty much
for
face
you,
planting.
for the people out there that don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, a 50 milligram for me, I'm pretty fucked up. I'm stoned.
A normal dose.
A normal
like a
dose.
starting dose is about 25 milligrams.
You double
So-
it, then you get a little, one night you go, you know what, I could take 75.
Yeah.
Or then you split it up, you take 50, then you take another 50 maybe 2 hours later.
Yeah.
So now you're at 100. When you take 250,
500.
listen,
500.
250, okay? Joe Rogan and Joey Diaz talk about it all the time. They take 250 milligrams, they go on a plane and fly somewhere. So they're knocked out. It's a long flight. And Joe Rogan talks about the time he was freaking out on the fucking plane, like shaking, So 250 for guys who smoke. Like if I took a 250,
Daily.
I might be locked in my basement.
Yeah.
And I don't have to have anyone I got no responsibilities.
Yeah, you're
for
definitely
about 24 hours.
Couch locked. You ain't going nowhere.
You ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
You'll be in a zone. You'll think you're in I'm in a spaceship and I'm downstairs in the fucking basement. So now 500.
Yeah.
And he's
500.
staying at, where was he staying? Hotel Bethlehem?
So 500, he went to Pluto.
Oh, probably the
And he investigated Pluto.
He definitely was
the Comfort Inn there, whatever it is.
Yeah. I mean, he was out there.
Did he come back the next day?
It was 2 days later.
2 days later?
Yeah. So
I forgot to check out.
No, he came back. He walks through the door, and this is now 48 hours later. And he comes through, and I'm standing behind the register, and the first sentence out of his mouth was, "You're not going to believe." And I stopped him at "believe." I was like, "Bro, I know exactly what you're going to say. You don't even have to finish that sentence." And he's like, "I've never, in all the years that I've been eating edibles and smoking, marijuana," he's like, "I've never had anything even remotely close to that."
Yeah.
He's like, can I buy a bunch more? I was like, "Yeah, sure, no problem."
He probably had a trip of a trip. 500 fucking milligrams.
He was in outer space, guaranteed.
Had to be.
He's touching
Had
stars.
to be stars. What?
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking.
He was
weed.
on Star Trek's plane.
Yeah, pretty much.
He was
best
warping.
is
He
when-
was warping through the universe.
He was hanging out with Spock. I mean,
Yeah, you're right.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
My man was out there, and
in a hotel room down the street.
yeah, and I mean, could you imagine you're in a town you don't know, and you just ate a
No,
500 milligram edible,
I
And
would be
and
fucking
you're
freaking
probably
out.
losing your shit, hanging out in a
You
square
found the
box.
sun. You found Spock. You found Scotty.
You touched
Beam me
God.
up.
I would have went to the casino if I was him.
Right.
I would have just tried to just bang out in the casino.
So he said, he told me, he's like, "Hey, dude, I was out cold, could not wake up. Woke up the next day, he was still high, couldn't figure it out. So he comes in the store, he buys a bunch of edibles. He's staying for the week. The end of the week, he comes into the store and he says, "How many can I buy?" I was like, "You can buy as many as you want." I was like, "How many do you need?" I have a glass cabinet on my counter. It's about 3 foot by probably a foot deep. And I'm going to say there's probably close to 50 edibles in that cabinet. And my man came in and bought every one of them.
Holy shit.
Cookies,
That's a lot of money.
brownies, Rice Krispie treats, all of them. He just took them all. So he gets on a plane, flies back to Colorado with all these edibles, right? About a month later, he calls into our store and he says, "Hey, can I, is there any way I could order from you guys and you ship it to us?" I'm like, "Yeah, we could definitely do that for you." He's like, "Well, I need some edibles." I said, "Okay." I said, "Well, what are you thinking? How many?" He's like, "Can you send me 100?
Fuck.
And I paused for a second. I'm like, "Wait, what? You want 100 edibles sent to you
in Colorado?"
And he's like, "Yeah."
Wrong fucking business, man.
And so I had to ask him. I was like,
Wrong fucking business.
"Why so many?" He's like, "Well," I brought those ones back that I got when I was there. He's like, "My family started trying them. My friends started trying them." He's like, "It blows anything away that's in this state." He's like, "Everybody loves them."
What are you selling them for, if you don't mind me asking?
The 500s are $30.
What? That's it?
Yeah.
500 is 30? No. What?
1,000 milligrams.
$30?
I think we got the 1,000 milligrams for $45.
Bro, give me 2 and I'll eat a chocolate chip and I'll be stoned for fucking 2 hours.
Dude,
Off
my
the cookie.
wife, I shit you not, my wife, she could lick that cookie and get stoned.
Fucking, bro, when you go to Friday, whenever you go, get me fucking 3.
You're going?
I got
All
you.
right? When he goes, get me 3 of them. Because, what?
Look at him.
That will last me months.
He's like
He's
the Joker.
fucking like a little kid.
He wants to go now.
He's a pig in mud right now.
Go, take him.
If he had the cookie now, I'd see what the fuck happened.
I mean, I have keys to get in, but it closed about 35 minutes ago. But
That's fucking funny, man. Yeah, the weed shit to me is just awesome. Like the edibles, how it came in, it's a completely different high.
yeah, it is. And a lot of people, they come into our store and they say, "Well, I smoke every day. I'm a hardcore."
Yeah, well.
Yeah, well, when it comes to edibles,
Yes,
it's
not.
a different beast.
It's a different beast.
Yeah, it's a different ball game when you come to edibles.
And the worst are when you go out Arizona and the gummies.
Yeah.
Because they might be 5 or 10 milligrams, but you're just out there just popping them. Yeah. Like it's like Sour Patch Kids. And you don't realize how much you're eating.
I did it once. I was laying in bed and I had a pack, buddy, got me a nice pack of Sour Patch Kids that
Yeah,
were
the
infused.
gummies. Yep, infused.
And I'm laying in bed one night, and I'm freaking scrolling TikTok, and I'm eating, the couple of these gummies. Yeah, I completely forgot that I was eating fucking edibles, and I ate the whole fucking bag. My wife comes into the bedroom. She sees me. I'm still scrolling TikTok, but I'm like, can't even keep my eyes open, and I'm still doing this. And she's like, "What the hell are you doing?" I was like, "I'm scrolling TikTok." She's like, "You can't even see the fucking screen. Your eyes are closed." I was like, "No, I can see it. I'm good." But I sat up for a minute to take a drink, and that's when I realized that the bag was empty. And I was like, "Oh shit, what did I just do?" So for 3 hours, I sat in my bed staring at the wall, and I shit you not, I mean, all right, I'm just going to put it out there and make myself look like an ass. I thought I was watching TV. I was that stoned. Yeah.
Oh God, I fucking love it.
Well, I got a good story for you. You know what? When I had my old house, our master bathroom, our shower, you could fit like 8 people in there, right? So, the one night, it's a Sunday, I think it was a Sunday, and we're sitting down, me and my wife, the night's over. So let's go shower. So we go take a shower together. So my shower, you sit down. I got my one end, she has her end, we're hot shower on. I said, I'm going to smoke a joint. So I had a joint from fucking Arizona, but it was laced. So my wife doesn't smoke.
Oh, God.
So I'm just sitting in the shower. We're sitting there. Now, mind you, obviously we're in the shower. We're naked. I'm smoking my joint. I'm halfway through. Put it out. Okay, I'm good. I look over, and my wife's just like this. And I'm like, "Yo, you all right? You sleeping?" She goes, "No." I said, "What do you mean no?" I said, "Your eyes are closed." "No, I can't move my body." I said, "What happened?" She goes, "I think from the steam and the secondhand smoke, I'm really high right now." I was like, "What?" I was like, "You didn't even." She got so fucking.
You gonna carry her out?
I had to dry her off, carry her out.
Come on, she had no motion.
No. I laid her on the bed and she looked at me like this. She goes, I can't feel my body. She goes, I can't feel my body. I don't know what to do. I was like,
She got scared.
yeah.
She got scared.
So I was like, all right. I lifted her. I put her in the covers. I was like, just go to bed. I was like, that's all you have to do is just go to bed. I said, go to bed and you'll feel 10 times better.
Oh, I got one for you. My wife, the one night, I was in my garage doing, some work, and she comes out, and she, it was back when I was, like, making gummies and all this stuff, and I had just made a batch of gummies. She's like, "Oh, let me try one." I was like, I don't know if you should. Reluctantly, I gave it to her, and
Reluctantly.
I mean,
Reluctantly.
you can't say no to your wife.
No.
You could be in for big trouble. So I gave her this gummy, and about 20, 30 minutes later, she sends me a text. She's like, "Babe, I don't feel good. I don't know what's going on." I was like, "What do you mean?" She goes, "I don't know. I feel really weird." This bitch completely forgot she ate an edible.
Wow.
That's one. So I had to remind her. I was like, it's just weed. I was like, "You'll be all right." And she's like, "Oh shit, I forgot. I ate that gummy." I'm like, "Yeah." So 20 minutes later, I have security cameras on, around my house and shit.
Yeah, lights,
and,
everything.
I'm sitting in the garage. I look up and I look at the monitor, and I see her in Indian style sitting on the sidewalk going from my garage to my house. So I walk out, and I looked at her and I was like, "You okay?" And she's like, "Nope. I think I'm in another dimension." I'm going, "Oh, you got to be kidding me." I was like, "Damn, I'm jealous. Like, I wish I could get onto that level, just by eating one gum.
One hit. I wish, yeah.
So I tell her, I'm like, go upstairs and, lay down. She hits the hallway and poof, she's out. Face first. Face planted in the hallway. And she's texting me. I'm still in the garage. She's texting me.
In the hallway.
And she's like, "I'm freaking out. I can't see my hands, blah, blah, blah." Like, this whole spiel. And I was like, just go into bed, lay down, sleep it off.
Yeah.
Like,
That's the best thing to do.
You'll be fine.
That's all you
like,
can do.
Nobody's ever died, from fucking weed. you'll be all right.
Yeah.
So I go back out. I'm doing work and shit. She's still texting me. I'm not realizing she's still texting me because I put my phone down at this point. And about an hour later, I go upstairs and she looks at me. She's like, "You're an asshole." I was like, "What?" She goes, "You just left me." Bitch, what do you want me to do? Hold your hand? Like, you ate a gummy. You were high. Like, what did you expect?
Yeah, at that point, you knew what you were getting into.
Yeah, exactly.
You knew where it was going.
And she proceeds to tell me she has this, like, out-of-body experience while she was laying in bed and all this shit. And I'm like, oh, man, I wish I could get that high.
Yeah, you really do.
I only dream of that. Like, she could lick a cookie and probably get high. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
100%.
I got to face plant at least half of that cookie to, feel
It happened to
something.
me. My cousin's got these fucking infused. It happened to me last Sunday. We were outside. I told him we were up till 1 o'clock.
I was here.
Yeah, and we were smoking so much. And my cousin, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. We're out here, and he's like, "Let's light another." I'm like, "Dude, no." I'm like, if I light another, I'm gonna be swimming face first in the pool. I'm telling you right now. I'm at that point. I just know. I know.
Yep.
I can't do another. I'm not gonna be sleeping in my bed tonight.
Yep.
It's not happening. But it gets to that point. You know what I mean? There's times how you do it.
We had opened Infusions, and right after we opened, April, it was my birthday. So I texted all my friends and stuff. I was like, "Yo, come up to Infusions. We're all going to, party for my birthday." And I shit you not, the whole entire time, we were there, like, all my buddies are just straight up handing me blunt after blunt after blunt after blunt.
Oh, that's tough.
And at the end of the
tough.
night, it was like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Because your throat hurts.
Oh, dude, I was ripped.
Throat is
I
just
felt like I
fucking-
had laryngitis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It does. It fucks you. You
So-
can't. It's not smooth.
It's the end of
Bro,
the
between
end
you
of the
two
night.
guys hitting me, I have bruises all over my arm. Boom, boom. And now he hits me.
You look like a pinball over there.
You see this?
Yeah,
Boom.
all the
Then
time.
he hits me. Bang, bang, boom.
Yeah, there's different highs out there. But
Yeah, definitely.
Holy shit, man.
But
so where do you?
Holy shit.
My question for you is, where do you see yourself going now with this? Just keep up, obviously, but like in a weed standpoint, in the marijuana industry, are you going to grow in that? Focus that.
100%. I look at it this way: like, Canacom and Infusions go hand in hand, and I look at both of them as being the Wawa of cannabis. Like, I want them everywhere. I want to spread them as much as I can, because a lot of, even with Canacom, there's a lot of education behind it. We don't just let people come in and
Right.
willy-nilly purchase something. Like, we explain to them what the effects are going to be. How
Oh, you
long
do?
it's gonna-
You do all that? Okay.
How long it's going to take to take
Yeah,
effect.
the guy, he told the guy, you told the guy, look, if you're going to eat that, after you ate it, you're like, get to your hotel room.
Yeah, you got
off camera. We talked about that.
Yeah, you got 30 minutes to get to your
Yeah,
place.
you have to get there
because it's about to smack you in the face, and when it does, you're going to know it. And we've had.
I mean, you told us
so
you asked
many-
people, are you driving?
Yeah,
And then, like, if you're driving, it's not happening.
correct.
You know, like, you-
we won't let them
yeah.
consume inside.
So,
the
Dan, what
facility.
weed is out there? I'm sorry, Dan. Don, what weed is out there that you could smoke, not get high, but your body is.
All right, so there's it's a known, I guess you could say, fact that if you take a dose of CBD, say tincture, or even a gummy, wait 30 minutes, and then consume regular THC, you'll never have the psychoactive effect of the THC. CBD cancels out the psychoactive effect. So basically, you're never going to feel high. You're going to feel more like a body high, more relaxing.
Like almost like you're taking a pill.
Yeah, like if you
Do you
would
have
take
a directional sheet on this?
2 Xanax.
Like, do you,
Yeah.
do you have a piece of paper?
You know why I say that? For our pizza shop guys or restaurant guys, when they get home, their body aches, their backs, their legs, their ass, this, that, they don't want to smoke. They don't want to get that high, but they want that body to calm.
Correct. I mean,
So
with CBD, CBD is very relaxing. It's also a natural anti-inflammatory.
Oh.
So
CBD
for
is?
people that do
yeah.
construction,
use
electrical
CBD
work,
cream
they're
a lot.
climbing,
What about
in
arthritis?
attics and
Oh, yeah.
all of it. Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use
Restless
it.
leg
I have
syndrome.
CBD cream from
Restless-
GNC.
yep.
We have parents that come in for oil for CBD oil for their autistic child or a child that has ADHD.
Oh, yeah?
Even adults like we have people that come in that have ADHD and they love
They take it.
the CBD oil because it kind of balances them out. With autism, it's kind of like giving a kid that's hyperactive a Xanax and watching what happens. It's going to calm them down or it's going to knock them out, one of the two. And with CBD, it's kind of the same thing. It
I think,
brings
though-
them down to a level that they can focus.
I think though with
and
the
function.
CBD, it's like a lot of people, they say it either works for them or it doesn't work for them.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people. I believe in it because I use it, but I'm just saying.
There's a term that floats around it, and a lot of people say it about CBD. It's a snake oil, and basically because CBD is not regulated, any type of way, anybody can make it, put it in a bottle, and sell it. Whether or not it's actually good, or the milligrams are there that says that's on the bottle, or if it's a clean product,
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, everything we carry, we have.
I know. I agree with. I'm
know.
just saying that, it's one of those things. It's either good.
Oh,
It works
definitely.
for me. I
Yeah.
mean, like when I come from the gym, if I have a pulled muscle, if I know I did something,
Yeah.
I take that CBD roller and I roll it all over me for about a minute. Where my pain is,
And it
my
works.
back, and oh my god,
Does it work?
In 2 days? I'm healed.
Yeah.
In 2 days,
I
I
have
do
a-
it in the morning and at night.
My edible guy, I have tendonitis in my shoulder, and he knows it gets flared up once in a while, and so I called up my edible guy one night. We were just sitting there bullshitting, and I was telling him about my shoulder, and he's like, well, I can make you up some pain cream for it. I was like, sure.
Oh, the pain cream's
Sure,
crazy.
why not?
Yeah.
So, he makes up this stuff, and I shit you not, most of the time it would take 2-3 days for the pain to, kind of go away, or, being able to, like, fully
From the
move
normal
my,
stuff, yeah, that
move
you
my
can
arm
get.
and stuff. And he gave me this stuff. It was like 5,000 milligrams in this little jar
If you got another jar, I'll take one.
of CBD. I can definitely get you one.
Thank you.
And I can't even fucking lie. Like, I rubbed it on my shoulder that night, and the next fucking morning, I was like back to normal.
Wow.
I didn't have any pain in my
serious?
shoulder, and I was
Like
like,
right now, I'm dealing with my
holy shit.
rotator cuff here.
yeah, we have a CBD cream that we can get for you.
Oh, I'll take it
I mean,
tomorrow.
CBD cream is great. The only thing is you got the one thing about like a topical, it doesn't actually absorb into your bloodstream. So it's a shortened time frame of how long it's going to work. With anything like major pain, it's we always say use CBD oil, which is your tinctures. By ingesting it, basically we have an endocannabinoid system in our body. It's like the nervous system. And when you put cannabis into your system, you're putting cannabinoids into this system. So it's basically like putting fuel in your car.
So would you say taking CBD oral is
It's
better?
better?
100%. Yeah.
So
Now-
if you have a situation like this right now with the shoulder, it would be better ingesting the oil.
Yep.
In your knowledge,
How do you ingest it, if I may ask?
I'm just saying it's just like a pill form.
No, it's actually oil that like you.
Oh, the tincture
The
drops.
tincture.
How
Oh,
do you
it's the
take it?
drops. You put it under your tongue.
Yep.
You put it under your tongue? What-
Yeah, you put it under
Yeah,
your
you put
tongue.
it under your tongue. You wait about 60 seconds. It gets absorbed
Absorbed,
into the mucous membrane, which reacts almost instantly.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy actually,
Yeah.
because people do that for the THC, and I see like old people that go in for the THC and get the droplets, and
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, you're fucking nuts, because I've done those before. It's
In a dispensary, and
if you take
here,
too much of it,
they're okay.
no, I know, but I'm saying
Yeah.
at a dispensary.
Oh yeah, if you take too much, it's you're
So
over-consuming.
how much would you suggest for a person with pain, say arthritis, to take CBD a day, milligram wise?
So a full 1 milliliter dropper is about 33 milligrams. That's your normal dose
Daily,
of CBD.
once,
You could take it twice a day.
twice a day,
and that's
once in the morning, once at night.
usually with somebody that would have severe pain. That's what I would suggest is take it twice a day, once in the morning, once at night. That way you start your day off, and the CBD helps you get through that day. Then at the end of the night, One, it's going to help you sleep, and then get you through the night without having to,
Without
Wake
having
up
to-
and all that.
woken up. All,
No,
you know,
definitely
every
severe
hour.
pain. I mean, I've learned to live with the pain.
Yeah, I did.
My doctors hate me for it.
Yeah, I did too.
They really do.
I messed up my back pretty bad, and I was taking high doses of CBD daily, going to the chiropractor, all that, crap. And when I tell you, I was in a wheelchair for a period of time. When I started taking CBD a year later, now when I ended up in a wheelchair, my doctor told me I had to have surgery. There was no way, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And it didn't sit right with me. I was young.
No, I agree with you.
And
there's always another way.
Yeah, and I was like, you know what?
There's always another way.
I already smoke weed, and one of my wife's friends suggested CBD. Never took it before in my life. And I started taking it, and within 7 months, I was out of the wheelchair. I was almost back to normal to where I could function, go back.
You were in a wheelchair?
Yeah. Yeah, I threw 3 discs in my back. They twisted, and it was cutting off the sciatic nerve in my leg, so I couldn't feel my right leg.
Holy
The
shit.
doctor said all you could do is surgery.
Yep.
And that helped you?
Yeah, just
Helped
by
him. It cured him.
Yeah,
Like I'm saying.
by taking CBD and
Didn't
going
help
to,
him. It did more.
my
No. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
my chiropractor and stuff. By doing both the CBD and the chiropractic work, I was able to basically fix what was happening with my back.
Holy shit.
I opened up a vinyl business right after that. I had a vinyl graphic business, wrapping cars, doing graphics, decals, signage, all that stuff. And it was like I didn't skip a beat. And when I went back to my doctor, he's like, last time I seen you, you had to have surgery and you were in a wheelchair. I know you didn't get the surgery, so what did you do? And I told him. And
What'd he
he's
say?
like, so you're telling me all you did was CBD and
That's his answer. Huh?
chiropractic work? I was like, yeah. And he's like, where did you get the CBD? I was like, online. Found a company, did some research, seemed legit, ordered it, and it worked. And ever since, it's just been nothing but...
What was his answer after that, though, if you don't mind me asking?
He was kind of blown away.
But he wasn't against it.
No, 100% not. My doctor was
That's
actually...
the problem
he-
nowadays, though, is the doctors who are against it.
Yeah.
You know, they look at you like you're like with the shit with the ivermectin and all that other bullshit. It's just because we're in it, but that's what it is.
I had about a year and a half ago, I went through some major health issues. Went to my doctor, and at the time, and I asked him, I said, hey, I was like, is there any way you can prescribe me, some pain pills to, help with this pain? I was like, dude, I'm doubled over. I was like, I got to be able to function. And he's like, no, I can't prescribe it to you because you have a medical marijuana card.
Is that right?
He's like, you're going to have to use your cannabis. I'm like, but yeah, that was the last time I seen that doctor.
Yeah. Fuck him.
So I ended up, I had, major issues. Went to the hospital. I was in there for a little over 3 months. Almost lost my life.
Oh, shit.
My colon ruptured in 2 places. And, fighting the battle at one complication after another while I was in there. Even after I was released, I had, I was in the doctor's office probably every week, every other week.
Wow.
Seeing doctors and trying to figure out what to do.
Right.
So it was probably about 7 months after I got out the hospital. That was when the opportunity of infusions popped up.
Oh, wow.
So I was going through a lot still. Like I had drains coming out of my rib cage and, all kinds of stuff. I was on high doses of morphine for the pain, and everything. And during all that, I was like, hey, why not? Let's just open a freaking restaurant. So, and my surgeon still today, it blows her away. Because, like I said, 7-8 months, I was struggling. And all of a sudden now, I'm opening a restaurant and I'm remodeling and I'm doing all kinds of work and I'm, in there moving stuff around and all this. And, I'm in all kinds of pain and stuff. And when I opened the doors of Infusions, the next doctor's visit I had with my surgeon, I told her, I said, well, I got the restaurant open, everything's good, and, it's been great, and been busy, and, all this. And she looked at me, and she's like, you're my worst case. I've never seen anybody that had this extensive amount of crap that was going on. And she's like, how do you do it? She's like, you almost died a year ago.
Wow.
Less than a year ago, we'll say. And you're still dealing with complication after complication. You're in pain every day, but you open a restaurant? She goes, how do you get up every day and just go in, get up and want to keep moving? And I looked at her, I said, to be honest, I said, if I sit in bed or I'm laying in bed or sitting on the couch, I said,
it hurts you.
I'm just enabling myself to just sit there for the rest of my fucking
You're
life.
dying.
I was like,
Yeah, you're
not-
giving in.
you know,
You're giving
agreed.
in.
I'm not
Agreed,
I'm not
100%.
letting that happen.
No.
And my primary doctor, he, the one I have now, he's freaking amazing. He supports me with, cannabis and everything. He thinks it's great. I actually teach him some shit, cannabis.
Yeah.
And he said to me the one day, and I didn't realize it until he actually said this was, I've never seen anybody recover so fast from such a major surgery and everything that was going on. He's like, you tell me all you do is go, 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 go. You never stop. He's like, and you're always doing something for your business or the businesses. I was like, yeah. He goes, I commend you. It's like most people that, go through this, they're just laying in bed,
Making
deteriorating,
excuses.
making it worse.
Yeah.
And it
Making excuses.
prolongs the healing. And he's like, I think you being so active, you were able to bounce back and just start living normal again within a year. He's like, dude, it amazes me. And I looked at him, I said, bouncing back is one thing, by getting up and moving around every day and just keep, just fight through the pain,
Yeah.
and do what you got to do at the end of the day.
At the end
Well,
of the
you
day.
know what? At the end of the day, cheers to you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Let's get a shot going here.
Cheers.
We'll go through our sponsors quick.
Well, I have one
Go ahead,
last
go ahead,
question for
go
you, Don.
ahead, go
Since you're the master, like the shit inside out, right? Is there actual cannabis that actually clears the mind? Make a person like really focus on stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have that in the store?
Yes.
Can I come and buy it? Because I want to give it to somebody.
Yeah, definitely.
That man right there, the
I
Don.
knew that was good.
He needs a little focus in his life.
Yeah. You knew I was going to say that. Oliver, maybe you need to go see this guy.
The donkey.
Listen, you were great. I've learned a lot.
Even
on the offset, you were talking. I mean, you have a lot of knowledge. A lot of knowledge in this stuff. So
Give me the tequila before you do the sponsor so I
Yep.
can start this going for everybody.
Here we go.
Pass me the cups.
yes, sir.
I'm going to save this fucking joint you gave me for the next fucking 3 days because Jesus Christ. That thing's going to last me a while.
Are you tuned up already?
Nah, I've been smoking my pen. I had this, that. When you're just smoking, you can't, right? When you're smoking by yourself,
Yeah.
you get a high.
You can only get so
And
high.
you don't want to get obliterated.
No.
It's not like when you drink, shut the fuck up. Here's your fucking Blanco tequila.
I don't know why you're so against it.
Get the Resposado. I don't like this shit.
Okay,
Pass it
fucking, I'll
down.
get the
Fucking
Resposado for you.
Resposado. Rick, what do you mean you have it? The bottle's in my hand. How the fuck do you have it? Oh, Rick Francisco, that's your boy. He got
Yeah.
you. He was real quick. He was so fucking happy that I was like Antonio.
He was.
I'm gonna be.
I mean,
telling
one of
us
the
from
what a
over a
great
month.
booking,
Oh, dude, he
bro.
I think,
Like you got to come back
Let
up.
me ask you.
I think he called me like 5 or 6 times before I actually said, yeah, well, we could do this, and we were back and forth, and I was just busy as hell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And,
What's your first podcast?
Yeah, very first.
PizzaFellas.
Yeah.
What's the best podcast in the world?
PizzaFellas.
You got it fucking right.
The best was real quick. I didn't even know you. I didn't know who you were, how old you were, and anything. So Rick's telling me, I called him like 2-3 times. We missed each other, just like you said, right?
Yeah.
I said, Rick, maybe he's just fucking stoned, and he just can't get to his phone. He's fucking runs a weed business. So maybe he's just really high and he's slow to get to his phone. I know how that is with people.
Listen, you're getting to sit with Big Sexy in the house over here.
All right, everyone have a shot.
Here
Let's
we go.
to our sponsors.
So
No,
we got-
sponsors first.
Okay.
We'll end the show.
All right.
Sponsors first.
Jeff Adams, Remax Realty. Buy a house, sell a house. See Jeff, 610-972-5323, New Jersey and Pennsylvania. Enter.net. Website design, social media, and all that good stuff. Our man Juice over here in the Lehigh Valley. Go see him. Enter.net. Franco's in Wilkes-Barre. Rose and Filippo Belia. Thank you again for the sponsorship. Steve Seiler Insurance right here. 570-446-8023. He's got the best rates in probably Lehigh Valley.
Best insurance around.
For real, for real. Lehigh
And you
Valley.
got to golf with him because his bald head burning in the sun is the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
Lehigh Valley
Love you,
Pizza
Steve.
Shops. Right here, our good man Oliver Nasri to the left. He's got to get that thing going again.
Artificial
Well, not that
intelligence,
not.
he's got to get going.
Master Supply, Kevin and Barb Master. Thank you again for the sponsorship. Shout out to Dave Sweeney. We texted a little bit earlier today. TNY Construction, Tony Nasser.
No job too big, no job too small.
Get with Tony Nasser, TNY Construction, right here in the Lehigh Valley. Banco Beverage, Jim Glassick, Tony Gallo, Joe Marino. Thank you again. Pabst Beer, Miller is our beer
Miller
for the
High
next
Life,
few
champagne.
weeks. Joe's Teas, Calypso and Zoe. You should put Joe's Teas in your little
Yeah,
establishment.
you should. You should get a cooler in there. You'd
Get a
probably
cooler.
sell a shit ton of
I'm-
this.
That's it. He's
100
putting a
fucking
cooler.
%.
Here we go. Sponsor. The
restaurant store.
Fuck it.
The restaurant store, our good man Nick, he just does not just sell corn. He sells equipment and other
let's-
stuff too.
Let's say also shout out to Nick because he helped Biagio's out a lot this week with our freezer going down.
Oh,
And
yeah.
my dad called him.
Yeah.
And within
24 hours, it was
24
back
hours,
in.
Back in.
Shout out to the restaurant
to
store
Nick.
right there. At, I think it's Bethlehem. So it's right next to
Shennersville
Restaurant Depot.
Road.
We don't like
Shennersville
Restaurant
Road.
Depot. We like the restaurant store. So go see him. Another thing, too. Don't forget, we are the official broadcasters of the United States Pizza Team. So I'll get into more and more of that as the weeks go by. Also, Saturday, June 22nd, from 12 to 6 p.m., in Oceanport, New Jersey, is the New Jersey Pizza Fest out in Mammoth County there. We are invited to that as well. There's going to be a lot of influencers, including us, and phenomenal pizza shops that you can actually taste their pizza and have some dialogue with the owners. So
It's
go
time.
see them.
Here we go. It's here we go time.
It's here we go time. So we'll be down there, Joe and I, and
Whoever
whoever
else
else.
can come from the podcast.
Yep.
Maybe Rick from Cisco's
No,
gonna
Rick's
quit
deep sea
the-
fishing. He's
He's
going
going to
for-
quit the deep sea fishing that day.
no, he's fishing for anchovies.
Fishing for anchovies, deep sea fishing.
That's what he told me.
He's going to sell cans of anchovies. Soon, you're going to see on Infusions menu, homemade Pennsylvania anchovies.
He's going to sell it to our good
Deep
man
sea
down there.
lakes.
Caught fresh.
Caught fresh.
Yo, that's the next shirt. We're going to have Rick on the shirt.
With a
deep sea
fishing pole.
fishing and anchovies coming off the
I
fishing
Caught
pole.
fresh.
I asked him, I said, but who's going? He goes, I can't go. I said, why? He goes, I'm going deep sea fishing. I go, who's going? Me. He gave me a fucking list of 18 people. Where you going? On the Love Boat?
Well, yeah, would you rent a yacht?
What do you
On
have?
the Love Boat.
Oh, you rented it.
Charter.
But how far are you going out? What are you fishing for?
So you're not at the shelf.
In June, you're fishing for bluefish.
Anything I
That's
jump
not
on?
deep sea fishing, man. Rick, we'll talk off air. Look at this. What the fuck is a bluefish? Are you kidding me? You gotta go out 3 hours. You gotta go to the canyons.
You want to go to Sharks?
You got to go to the shelf.
Yeah,
Get the
bro. I'll take you fishing.
Get out of here with the deep sea fishing.
Okay.
Just keep me on the beach. I ain't going deep. I'll give me a golf course.
Right.
Hey, you want to go 12 hours deep sea fishing or drink for 12 hours and golf for 4? Yeah, I'll drink for 12 and golf for 4.
Yeah.
Fucking deep sea fishing. Get out of here.
Bruno didn't talk a lot tonight. What's the matter, Bruno? Can't out your tongue?
He brought some great food though. Thank you,
Picture.
Bruno.
Yeah, I didn't.
Thank you,
I didn't
Bruno.
have any. I didn't have any. I had some of that pizza.
Oh, I got a question for you, Don, real quick. So, you have the tinctures here at Infusions, real quick, before we end this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I gotta ask one more question.
Can I
Yeah, I think he's gonna ask the same question.
Can I buy the tinctures from you, and I can make pizza, and you can teach me how to make a personal pie with tinctures, and I can charge for it?
We could. Yeah.
That could happen.
Yeah. It could.
All right.
I could make that happen.
And I just sell like a 10-inch personal, and if they want a tincture, I could charge fucking whatever, $6, $7, $8. I don't give a shit.
I mean, well, if not a full bottle, but
Well, depending what you
dose.
sell it to me for,
dose.
a dose.
Wow.
And
I like this guy.
I would just make my money off that dose. I'd pay you for whatever you charge me, and then I can make a pizza maybe in my. So you show me how to do it, sauce wise, on the pie when I'm making it, etc.
yeah. Yeah, my
I think
store
that there's where we are, Biagio's, the vape shop next to us. How many fucking
Oh,
I see people with kids
all day.
all
get
day.
out, walk
All
in
day.
and they go to the vape shop. The
All
vape
day.
shop. And it's and they sell that shit. They sell all that CBD.
Yeah.
I was just in there the other day because the guy orders. They always order from us.
Oh, yeah.
So he orders he orders extra cheese, mushroom, and he wants the ricotta
Dabbed
on top. Yeah. Okay, get it. But I knew who it was.
So you bring it over?
I've walked over. I'm looking around. Hey, your pizza's here.
Yeah.
So the customers are looking at me like, why is he walking out the restaurant? Well, I got two stoners next door that are fucking hungry. So I go and walk. Yeah, what do you want? And I said, we got the PizzaFellas podcast. Watch us. I was telling him, it was literally a couple. I was like, we got Don from blah, 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 Infusions. I said, he's going to be on All About CBD. Watch it when it comes out. Yeah. Oh, I gave him my card, this. He goes, yo, I got this stuff for you. Here, take it. It's like, what is it? It's like a THC gummy. I forget where I put it. I think I lost it because I was like, I don't even know what is this. I gotta look at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they're good guys. But we have so much. Anyways, to get back to it, there's so much foot traffic, and there's a lot of fucking people. I guarantee people will come in and be like, "Oh wait, you offer that on a personal pizza?
You're the first one in the valley.
I'm not. No one else. Just a personal pizza. That's all you offered on. You want on your and boom. I guarantee you, we'd sell fucking 100 more.
Oh, easily.
Because people would just come in and be like, I want a personal.
Yeah.
You can't get a small. You can't get a medium. We have the tincture process down to the 10-inch pie.
Yeah.
Call it a professional. Don't call it a personal. Call it the professional.
Yeah. That's a good one.
You're going to need to be a professional to take
Need
that.
Call it the professional.
Take that pie down.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. We'll talk about that after. Thank you to everyone here.
What?
Oh, you.
Yeah, he's taught. I don't know what the fuck he's saying to
He's
me.
doing calisthenics. Oh, wait, Juice,
did
stop
you
doing
have-
jumping jacks.
Well, he's
over there.
probably still.
No, I
high, too.
had the same question.
Oh, you had the same question.
So we're
Okay.
done. So, salute.
Salute.
Thank you,
Cheers,
Dan Deck
Don.
again. Canacom.
Thank you.
Canacom
Appreciate
and
it.
Infusion.
Cafe and Lounge.
3rd Street in Bethlehem, 484-896-9776. Go see Don. He'll make you a genius, Oliver.
You know what? And maybe in a couple months, maybe a month or two, we'll do a podcast from there.
Oh, that'd be great.
That'd be awesome.
Go on a Sunday.
Call the Uber.
Outside or inside?
Maybe we'll do it inside at his
Inside.
place.
Well-
Yeah, we'll eat some food.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, why not? We'll set it up.
Stop
We'll work it
complaining.
out.
Yeah.
Salute.
But cheers. Salute to everyone.
Cheers, salute.
Episode 43, PizzaFellas podcast. We're out. Thank you, Don.
Thank you.
Don, great job.
Thank you.
It's a
great fun,
PizzaFellas podcast.
I mean, there's so much more that
Turn
we touch
speakers
on.
up, we gotta have
Oh,
a blast. Grab a drink, fill a
yeah.
glass, light a cigar. Come on, let's make it last.
High tickets.
Pizza Talk with Sal and Joe, Oliver, Antonio. Pizza stories, they gon' tell us. Let's have some fun with the Pizza Fellas.